Hi everyone, just a quick update on what's in bloom right now or is still blooming, and an orchid find from Lowe's. And this one is a no ID Dendrobium. See if we can. That's the color. It's a little bit lighter compared to this one. Dancing lady. And here, this one here has no ID, so I'm not sure if I already have it, but it's pretty and fragrant. So this from Lowe's, no ID. And this one is another find from Lowe's. Bag babies for $13. And this is, let's see, this is the BLC Chialine New City Red. I look it up and it looks pretty, so I went ahead and pick it up. Yeah, I don't have a lot of red, so it looks pretty, so I just got that one too. And this I found in Home Depot actually. It's a better grow bag babies, and my first time to see a Schomburgia. Yeah, so this is it. And I don't have this kind of Schomburgia. Yeah. And this is Christine. Let's see. Christine. Yeah. So yeah, so I pick it up for $13. It's gonna be mounted because some Schomburgia tends to grow big, and they don't really like their roots in the pot. They like to be their roots to be air out. So yeah, it's a good find. It's a little bit yellow there, but it's okay. There's new growth actually. There's our new growth. This one here, my last video of what's in bloom, I showed it that it's in bud. The bud was small, and now the buds grow fast, and now it's open. So I just want you to see that it's in bloom again. It's so pretty. This is Dendrobium cream Cascade. So this is the second bloom from another growth or king. Very pretty. This one's still in bloom. My Ascasenda sucsamran spot. Yeah, it's just the colors are getting darker, but it's holding on. This is my Vanda, first time to bloom. You can't see, it's against the light. Sorry about that. Yeah, but anyway, I might put it down when it starts to put out to open, so we can see how the blooms look like. But I think this is the first time to bloom for me. Okay, let's see. This is called, I don't know if you can see, it's the lighting. It's the Vanda Sunshine Gold. Let's see. What's wrong with the camera? Spot number 9. I think this is the 24K Vanda. I think this is the one I got from the show, from Tamiyami show this year. Yeah. So we'll see. First time to bloom. It's against that light. So this one's in bud again. This is the one, the Vanda that I got from Lowe's. And yeah, it flowered again for me. That's the name, Suksamran Gold with Suksamran Spot. Sorry about the noise. We're just us, the family, working on the pergola here near the pond. So yeah, it's noisy, and it's a mess. But the pergola it's the top one is almost done. Remember my last video of what's in bud and in bloom? This was in bud. This is a Cymbidium. One of the spike didn't made it because I didn't notice that it was raining, or because it was raining, I mean, almost every day, and I didn't notice that there's a spike. So the other one didn't make it, but this one made it, but it only has 3 buds that form. And so to my surprise, it opened. This is Peter Pan, Lawson number 5. I think that's the name. So yeah, it's actually has a very big blooms in it. Let's go closer. And there's a I'll show you a lizard there. It's colored green. Yeah. So let's see if I can focus more. That's the color. Nice. Yeah. It's a different pattern. So it finally opened. This is BLC, Empress Worsley Roman Holiday with an HCC. This has been a year for me. Yeah, I got it last year also, and I repotted it, and I think there's like 3 divisions, so there's 3 pots, and this is the only one that bloomed for me this year, but it's a pretty flower from Autumn's Nursery. This one I just wanna share with you. I got this from Autumn's. We passed by there, and there's not a lot of blooms, and I happened to see this one. This is Ensiglia. It's color yellow. It's a hybrid, and yeah, this is the only yellow of all the bunch. It's like the others look kind of brown and green or white, but this one's the only yellow, so I pick it. So this is Ensiglia plicata autumn yellow cross with Ensiglia plicata Peter. Yeah. So yeah, so I got those. Yeah, different color. So I got this one already in bloom from the nursery. And it has a fragrance to it. So my Gametophylum varsitrinum still in bloom, so the blooms last long, and it's a big uh, specimen flower because it's got this long, like 2 feet long spike, bloom spike. So behind it, there's more buds mm, gonna open, but I have bud spikes that yeah, forming. It's going because we're going to fall, so some of your orchids hopefully is starting to bud out, and when fall comes it starts to open, and yeah, there's your fall blooms for this year. So this is my Dendrobium marguerite. It flowered again, and it's putting out 2 spikes. Yeah, it's like it blooms continuously. Potinara Netesiri starbright is putting out spike. It's gonna be first time to bloom. This is the Dendrobium first time to bloom for me. It's I got it last year um, from Ridge Orchid Nursery, but I have another one also from the other year from Tamiami Orchid Show. This is a Dendrobium burana sunshine peony. So yeah, it's a different kind of Dendrobium that's formed. But yeah, so it's opening up, and yeah, and this is I got from Bridge Orchid Society show and sale, which they're gonna have another show this coming September, and it's on my birthday week, and that's why I'm excited. But hopefully it's I've known about it since July, I think, but I didn't really mention it because I was afraid that it might cancel. So, but anyway, this is gonna be their 58th year. I attended last year. It's like a small gathering, but I usually go there early. So yeah, so hopefully it's gonna push through. I'm gonna post um, in this video the date. I think it's September 19, 20. So it's gonna be their 58th year to have the orchid show and sale, and the title is Orchids Double Vision. And this is gonna be, if it's not canceled, it's gonna be the first orchid show since we got locked down. So yeah, hopefully. And uh, like anywhere you go, you have to wear your mask and keep distance. But I wanna also point out when you go in, because it's indoors, because it's so hot they cannot put it outside, that observe the area. If there's a lot of people, then I would add, aside from masking and distancing, to shorten your time inside the building. So you just go in and buy your orchids, look around, buy your orchids, and then leave. And there, it also helps with the free flow of the people going in and out of the building. It helps you so you don't get too exposed, or the vendors inside. And I think actually, in my hospital where I work, the COVID case is starting to slow down. uh, my husband's hospital where he worked, he theirs is it's fluctuating, so we don't know yet. So I think I'm positive that it's coming down, but still um, another flu season's coming up, so it's gonna take a while. We don't know it. We're still gonna be wearing mask till next year because it's gonna be flu season. So we're just gonna have to take precaution, but still able to do our normal, you know, shows and sales, hopefully. So um, yeah, I know it's different, but we'll pull through. We'll get through this. So this been a while for me. This dancing lady, yeah, it has no ID. So yeah, I have another one there, and there's another one that has a bigger skirt. I call it like skirt or lip. This one's got smaller ones, but they're not picky. They grow well. Yeah. So as I promised to my YouTube viewers, because they asked if I can put up orchid shows, so they know when the next one's gonna come up. But since we have the lockdown, everything got canceled. So as promised, I'm gonna post at the end of this video the what they post about this the upcoming orchid show in Bartow, Florida. Yeah, and who's gonna be the vendors, and hopefully it's a small area, and it's a small building, and the last time I was there's not a lot actually of people. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, if there's gonna be a lot of people to attend. But I'm gonna put at the end of the video who's gonna be the vendors that gonna be there. So yeah, um I'm showing this to you because I think this was from Akatsuka. It's my Silageny, the green orchid with a black lip. So I even asked my husband, I'm careful here because I have plants, and they also have spikes. I have a lot of spikes I haven't even showed you. I'm just, I'm just waiting for them to open, and yeah, it's so exciting. And this one here is the previous bloom that I post before, and then it put out a new growth, which I didn't really show it to you because I thought it's just a new growth. But I makes me wonder now. Like, I even asked my husband, I said, is this a regular growth for you, or is it a flower? See there? So I'm not sure, because at first I thought the way this one look, it's like a new growth, but I don't know anymore. See, because the flower is on the other side, so I don't know. We'll see, I guess. Yeah. So this is a species, Silageny species, Bufordens parishii. Yeah. So that's what happened now. I mean, after I repot it, yeah, and it's a very big specimen, and it's putting another. I don't know if it's a spike. So we'll see. I'll keep you posted, I guess. You can tell me on your comments if you know what it is. This right here is a rebloom for me. Um, this is BST Tarantula Sweet Orange. And so far it's been surviving. It's gone through a lot, because I put it in the wrong pot with the wrong media. So it's still recovering, but while it's recovering, it starts to flower. I guess because it's time for it to flower. But yeah, hopefully it will pull through because it's getting too much energy from the plant. But I love this flower. It's an orangey flower. Very pretty. know if you remember this on my orchid haul from Orchid Trail. I have a very tiny Chylocista. They usually flower. This one is lunifera. This has a red flower, and it's a very tiny one. And I keep it here under the small tree, and this is the green roots are just crawling, and it's very green, and it's putting out tiny leaves. Just so you, it's just like a follow-up since I showed you the orchid haul, because I wasn't sure it's gonna grow for me. So yeah, if it's not in flower or in without the leaves, then they look like just roots hugging the uh, wood. So anyway, yeah, this is it. I have a lot of plants I haven't even showed you. I mean, orchids that and other plants that I purchased and didn't get time to show it to you, or just, you know, I was just too busy. But maybe in time I'll show you. But yeah, but yeah, this is just a follow-up, so you know what's going on with it now. Like I said, I have spikes. I even have Susan. What's that? Susan Sunset RF. That it's putting a spike there, but you know, like I heard from others, they broke their spike, and I have a, and it broke a little bit, but I leave it alone. So, and it's in an area where there's not a lot of wind, so it doesn't broke off, because yeah, they're very fragile. Like this one, another of my Oncidium, I cannot pull out the name, but anyway, they're also in spike. And then over here it opened. Miltasha, she love Akiko, something like that. This one is the one with the barricaded leaf. So it opened up. So I didn't even stake the spike. I was afraid that it might broke off, because sometimes we have rain, strong rain and wind, and there's branches from the oak tree here that falls here, and yeah, and hit them. So yeah, it finally opened. This is my first time that it blooms for me. It's very pretty flower. Yeah. So this one is my Marfich Select, and actually it's putting out two spike. You can reach it. So this is in an area where it's protected. Okay, this is my Tata Sedum. I actually have a video of this just recently when it bloomed. The green one that was so pretty. This was the one. I thought it's done blooming, but then it put out another spike. Yeah. So yeah, can't complain. They always put out blooms. I didn't ask for it, but yeah, they just surprised me. So hopefully this one will pull through, because I don't know, something is eating them up. Sometimes I feel like the leaves. So hopefully nothing happened to it. But I just want to show you that it's starting to bud again. Yeah, this one that has a long name. Yeah, it actually has a long name, but it's a green one. So this is my Oncidium Rosy Sunset F. It was so beautiful when I got it from RF last year, and it starts to put out spikes, but yeah, they seem to be very sensitive, so I just leave it alone. There's spike there, and you can see. So I put it where nobody can brush on it, or because they're very fragile. This spike, they're very thin and fragile. So we'll see if they will bloom out. This bloomed last year for me, and it bloomed again. A very attractive orange color flower. It's RTH Young Mean Gold. I got it from an international orchid show. So if you're interested to see a video of the Ridge Orchid Show of last year, you can check out my channel and then go to the playlist, and under the orchid shows you'll find the video there of last year. And I'll be posting the upcoming show this September at the end of the video, and information about the vendors that's gonna attend the show. And of course I'm gonna inform you if it got canceled. This is my Phalaenopsis Summer Love, the fragrant Phalaenopsis, and this been more than a year now that I have it. I think last fall it bloomed with 2 spikes. This year it only gave me 1. So it flowered, even though the temperature, nighttime temperature didn't yet. It flowered anyway. So that's Summer Love for you. And its media is in lava rock. So it took a month for me to adapt it to that media. So it's a reliable bloomer. Now you remember this one from my last video, blooms and buds. It was in bud, and there was like 4 buds, 1 blasted, so I got only 3, but the color is amazing. I love it. Yeah. So this is, by the way, LC Sagaric Wax, African Beauty. Yeah, it's got an AM award. So those are got long roots there. So I leave it alone instead of repot it, and it put out a spike. So yeah, this one bloomed for me. It was this was on my previous orchid haul from autumns, and it was it wasn't, there was no spikes when I got it, and this time it put out a spike. And yeah, so the last video it was in bud, so now it finally opened, and I just love the color. My first time to see it bloom, actually, because I mostly see it in the pictures. So now I finally see it. Let me see if it's got fragrance. I don't detect fragrance yet, but yeah, I'm sure it has fragrance. It has its own time to put out that fragrance. So very pretty. I love the color. So I'm gonna end up my video here, and hope you're gonna stay tuned for more blooms, because I have a lot of spikes here. And thank you for watching. Bye now.